Good afternoon and welcome back to the Lynn Lowdown. I'm Danny Vittori, and today we have on 3 guests to talk about Celebrate Literacy Day coming up later this month. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
So I'll start off with, go down the line, just introduce yourselves and then your association with the event.
My name is Saritin Rizzuto, and I am co-chair of Celebrate Literacy Day.
Hi, my name is Vicky Riverea. I'm the president of the Lynn Hispanic Scholarship Fund, and we are this year's organizational recipient.
And my name is Nikki Wilson, and I'm the co-chair of Celebrate Literacy Day.
Great. So you're in your 12th year now, which is amazing, but for anyone who maybe doesn't know that much about it, what is the event? Like, what's the significance of it? Anyone can...
Do you want to start with me?
Cool.
Sure. Okay. In a nutshell, Celebrate Literacy Day has created what we call the Excellence in Literacy Leadership Awards. And that award recognizes an organization and 2 community members in the community that have an impact on literacy in some way, shape, or form. And then we've created a marvelous event where we come together and our host, our organizational recipient receives the proceeds of that event.
And we've been around for 12 years. We started the event, and it benefited the then Operation Bootstrap. I think it's called now Pathways. And you know, we began with them, and they were actually the recipients for 3 consecutive years. And then we decided, you know, we have a good thing going here, and there are other education type not-for-profit organizations here in Lynn that can use our support, as well as, you know, the attention that we bring and how we create awareness not only about literacy and access to higher education, but most importantly, the work that our local not-for-profit organizations are doing here in Lynn.
And Vicky, I'll ask you, the Lynn Hispanic Scholarship Fund, what is your main goal in the community? Like, what's your role?
Yeah, no, the organization's been around for a really long time. I know I had the joy of coming here earlier last spring, and we are 32 years strong. The goal really is to be able to create pathways for young Latino people from our city to go on to further educate themselves, be it a 4-year school, a 2-year school, a certificate program, licensure, and really the idea is we fundraise, we provide scholarships for high school seniors, and we are really right now in a moment of growth. We want to be able to expand the services that we provide to our young people. Right now, Lynn Public Schools has close to 70% Latino Hispanic students. Even my alma mater, St. Mary's, is at 30% Hispanic Latino, and we've got, you know, with more and more young people coming to our city, we've got a lot more need. Students that are unaccompanied minors, students that, for the most part, are first generation to college, and their families are not knowledgeable about the application and admissions process. And so the idea is we are starting to do, in conjunction, we've just recently partnered with the Lynn Public Library to be able to offer workshops for young people, as well as parents in English and in Spanish, about what the whole college application process is like.
It's fantastic. And you mentioned too with this event, there's a reason you moved it to November, because it used to be earlier in the year, it used to be earlier in the fall.
Yeah, but we were intentional about moving it to November because it's Literacy Month. And we thought, what a great way to put our event inside of that month. And what we recognized in our committee work early on is that we have a lot of great nonprofit organizations and social causes in Lynn and beyond. And a lot of those organizations are kind of stemmed in some form of education, right? And we often think of literacy as reading and fundamentally education, but we also like to widen people's perspective that now we have entrepreneurial literacy, digital literacy, and there's all these forms of literacy that a lot of our nonprofits work on. And I think especially the basis of the event is to raise funds, particularly for, not always, because we're very accessible to the nonprofits, but we really love those grassroots organizations that can really use the funds to further drive those efforts in literacy and really become a leader in the community, even more so than they are.
And the funds we raise are unrestricted funds, so they get to decide how they're going to use the funds. If it's for, expansion, to provide more scholarships in this case. I mean, I can't even imagine having to choose what students you are going to give a sponsorship to when the need is so great here in Lynn. So it is truly an honor to be able to bring community leaders together to organize this type of event and be able to then give the proceeds to organization like the Lynn Hispanic Scholarship Fund.
So grateful.
So, but they deserve it. I mean, you just heard all of the exceptional things that they're doing in this community, and it's really impressive that they do all this as like
All volunteers.
volunteer-run organization.
Do you know what you think you would do with the money, or is that something that you talk about later after the event?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely, historically we've given about $1,000 scholarship to the seniors that get them, and that's nice. You can pay for books, maybe a laptop, maybe, and the idea is really hopefully to be able to either provide more funding to individual students or more scholarships to more kids from that perspective, but also, we want to be able to expand the worldview of young people, and for them to be able to, maybe we can visit some campuses. Transportation is not sexy, but it's something that costs money. And, to be able to really have panels, invite professionals to talk to them, and young people like to eat. It's a great way to attract them to the programming, and to be able to really give them the guidance through the whole application process and figuring out financial aid, writing essays, and so getting experts sometimes that can also provide those services.
And you just mentioned, as you mentioned before, all the different kinds of literacy. I mean, you just listed probably a dozen different kinds that they're going to be gaining through this. And I have to ask, I probably should have asked before, the event itself, is it open to the public? Are there tickets, like kind of the when and where of it all?
Yes, so we are actually extremely grateful for you allowing us the platform to engage members of the community and to promote not only the work that Celebrate Literacy Day has been doing for the last 12 years. A lot of people don't necessarily know of how we operate also as a volunteer-based organization, but to engage the public and bring them on board, we are very fortunate to have the support of, Lynn leaders, elected officials. Our committee alone, planning committee alone, is made up of all women from this community that are leaders in their own rights. I mean, Mickey has brought so much to the table, and since she's been with us, and we're very grateful that this year she's even stepped it up to co-chair the event. Is a lot of work because we do all this as volunteers. So, we're really grateful that you've provided us this platform to educate the community about what organizations like the Lynn Hispanic Scholarship Funds are doing, and to be able to be part of the solution, create awareness, support this organization by buying tickets, buying ads on our program book, sponsoring the event. We've been fortunate enough to have a list of sponsors that join us every year, and it's just a lot of work. But if it wasn't for organizations like yours that create this platform for us, we wouldn't be able to really be successful at what we're doing with this event.
Yeah, and so we invite the public. You can buy tickets for sure, and I'm sure we'll share where you can buy those tickets. But without collaborations like this one, and we are hosting this event at the Lynn Museum for, I think this is the 3rd year in a row, which is really great because it's the heart of downtown Lynn and the heart of the community and the heart of a lot of these sponsors and the volunteers and the people that attend. So it is Lynn Museum, November 16th from 5:30 to 8 o'clock. And yeah, we will provide a way for you to be able to buy tickets. But this is a great way also for the community to meet more of the people behind the story that we're telling. It's a great way for people to meet Vicky and see and learn more about what's happening behind the scenes of their organization. As Celebrate Literacy Day, we're a volunteer-based group that are passionate about amplifying these stories and elevating our local nonprofits with a platform to be able to help them raise funds and bring it together. So that's what you get a taste of on that night, in addition to great food, great friends, and great fun. So yeah,
I mean,
open to the public.
and you know, throughout the year, we've not only recognized the not-for-profit organization doing wonderful work here, and they receive the proceeds of the event, but we also recognize individuals that are doing work behind the scenes that really do wonderful things in this community. And this year's Excellence in Literacy Leadership Award recipients, along with the Lynn Hispanic Scholarship Funds, are Lynn Public School person Amanda
Campbell.
And also community leader that really has gone above and beyond in this community and has been a member of the Celebrate Literacy Day Planning Committee since we started. Diana Moreno, everyone knows Diana, and you know anyone that wants to celebrate a great organization, 2 exceptional leaders in our community while enjoying, you know, the networking opportunities with other people in this community. Drinks and appetizers, food is all part of your $50 ticket. So, you know, join us. It's an excellent event, and it's easy to buy tickets. I'm pretty sure we're going to provide some information on how to access tickets, but be part of the solution. I mean, really, I feel personally that literacy is like the single most important part of a person's education. And, you know, being able to do this work is so rewarding.
And you can tell through the passion and all the hard work that you put into it. And I do have to wrap it up, but I want to thank you again for coming on. We're always glad to provide the platform to show all this amazing work.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, anytime. And once again, I'm Danny Vittori. This has been the Lynn Lowdown, and we'll see you next week with more guests.